Hey guys, welcome back. Today we are going to do an unboxing of the portable carp canopy from Harbor Freight. It is the 10 by 17. So far I've only taken the straps off of it, and then they had tape on top of the sticker holding the box down. So let's open it up and see what we have. Alright, so far I'm guessing this one is the door because it's much thinner and lighter. I'm guessing that one's the canopy. We got the instruction books. These pieces are all numbered. Alright, I have it all opened up now. So we have possibly the doors, then the canopy, and then I went through and separated, like, these are, I'm guessing, top pieces and corner pieces. But I have A, A1, A2, B, B1. I got the feet, tie downs, ratchet straps. I'm guessing those are bracings for the corners and joints. Got the bag of bolts and cables and stuff that put it all together. Some more angles. And then I have all of the straight pieces separated. So let's see how this goes together. Alrighty, we got the roof laid out here. This would be the ridge, and then your trusses, and then the parts that go down to your feet. It's not too bad. Everything was numbered and lettered. You just gotta make sure you do it right, put them in the right places. So we'll get this put together, and then we'll get the feet laid out for it, and then we'll get it up in the air. Okay, as you can see, I have the roof put together. Putting it together wasn't too bad. Some of these end pieces had some, it's like they hung them out to paint them, and then the paint bubbled up around the very bottom of them. Wasn't that big of a deal. They went on. We got the feet laid out. You got the short ones on the end with the bottom feet, and you got the middle two, they're longer, and then they have this foot over here. And then these ones I have laying long ways, they sit somewhere in the middle here, and that's what the brackets go on. So let's get that put together before we get hit with some rain. Okay, so we have it up. Wasn't too bad doing this side, but when I came over here and picked it up, things started to fall apart. The camera wasn't far enough back, but I had to go get the ladder because when I put that post on, the whole that post, and this whole side just fell away. But I could get this one, but I had to get the ladder to put the ridge back in. But now we're gonna put the sides on it and see what the instructions say to do next. Okay, so I got these bottom supports on. They're all right to put on by yourself. I just put the bolt through the first piece first, and then through the pipe, and then you slip the back side of it on, and then put the nut on it, and that'll pinch it together. So when it flexes down, it'll pinch it and hold it there, so you can come down to the next one. The thing I don't like is they have these carriage bolts on them, but the pipe has a round hole all the way through it, and both of these have round holes all the way through it, and that carriage bolt just kind of spins in there like just finger tight. So it'll be interesting to see how well these really tighten down, or if they'll just spin. Alrighty, it looks like the next step is to put these anchors into the ground, and then this tubing has 4 holes in it that you stick a cable in, and then that cable is anchored to the anchor with these little cable holders. So let's see how this one gets done, huh? Alrighty, so we got the anchors put in on all 4 corners. Got the cables in them. Now it's time to get the roof on. Alrighty guys, we have both ends on it. Those are a bit tricky. I'm sure you see me do the door. That was probably entertaining. But yeah, so now we're gonna move on to the top and we'll get this thing buttoned up. Alright guys, this is a ratchet strap if you never set one up. This is it open. This is the back of it. This is the handle you use to ratchet. So you take the back of it, and right now the slit is through. So you're going to take it through the part that you ratchet, put it through there, take it towards your hook, wrap it back around, stick it back by your handle, and then pull it tight. Hook it to your hook, pull it snug, ratchet it up. Okay, so we have the canopy on now. We have both ends put on. We got the bottom support fed through the bottom of the canopy. Now we have to go down and push them all down so the walls are tight, and get these bolts tightened up, and we should be done. Okay, so it's all done now. Got the sides on it, and the front and the back. It started raining as soon as we got this on, and the only places that it was leaking was on the edges that I hadn't got secured yet. Everything else in here is still perfectly dry, except for this edge right here where it was leaking in, but that's just a time issue, not the product. Ooh, what do we have here? Apparently that didn't get sealed. Well, that'll be a weak spot. I mean, you can see that color difference like right there. That's the only piece holding it together, so I don't know. We'll see how long it lasts. I bought the warranty. She'll be going back if she fails. Got good coverage on the back of it here. So yeah, I mean, that's the only thing that I've seen, and I just found that, so. Let's see what it looks like on the inside. Oh yeah, see how it's, I bet that's almost 2 inches there. Then it goes down to, whew, like a 1/4 inch, maybe. There's nothing there, there's nothing holding that. I don't know. Definitely looks like a seam, but it might not be. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see how it holds up. But for a Harbor Freight product, that's probably not too bad. I mean, wow, look at that weld. I didn't do it. All the other welds look good. All of them. They had the new guy do that one. The guy that claimed he could weld. These bottoms, the middle one's snugged up good, but these end ones, they sit on the tube that's not the down tube, and it doesn't sit quite right. It'll slide around, but it won't go up above that, and it won't go down into the bend, so I'm not too worried about that. The pictures have the end and the top anchored to this tube, but I decided to anchor it to the anchor that goes into the ground because I don't want it all reefing on that tube. I'd rather just reef straight on the anchor. And I don't think the angle's too bad on it or anything, so I'm not worried about that. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments. But yeah, I mean, all 4 of these corner anchors are like that. The middle ones are good. And the sides are tight. Tight enough. The only thing I didn't like about the instructions this time is if you look here, tell me that doesn't look like you stick that pipe down through there. And as a guy looking at all these pictures, I'm like, oh, okay, so you just stick the pipe down through there. But then I was looking, and the edge, it's not like the corners aren't big enough to take a pipe. And then you look, and if you're gonna read the instructions all the way, it says do not attempt to insert the framework into the cover. Well, why does your picture make it look like you're inserting it into the cover? Both the front and the back and the cover of it just have the strap running through it, and then you run it down to the ratchet, and then the ratchet will pull it tight, and that'll wrap around. Like this one wraps to the inside for the door, and then the cover wraps to the outside, and that's how you get your barrier for your door and your back. But that's the only thing that I ran into problems with. You see me put the bottom pieces on first. The instructions don't have that first, but being that the storm was coming in, I didn't want the I wanted it to be as secure as possible, even though the top has no anchor points. But that was no big deal. I just went through and unscrewed them, put the pipe in, screwed it back together. Thankfully the storm didn't have any wind with it, so that wasn't too bad. Just got a little wet. Something I found I don't like about this door is there's no rigidity to the bottom of it. So when you go to roll it up, it kind of flops around. You just gotta kind of play with it until you get it. And then of course, it anchors to the 2 anchor points up there. There's Velcro that wrap around it. But that could be easily fixed with something rigid put down here. I don't know. Hey, you could just put a stick in there or something and tape it over. Or you just don't worry about it. Okay, you guys, thanks for watching. If you have any comments about this carport, leave them in the comments. You see anything I did wrong, please let me know in the comments. That way I can fix it. I hope you like this. I hope it helps somebody out. And I'll catch you on the next one. You have a good day.